Welcome back to the Runs podcast for another episode with me and with Nicky. Nick just dodged the rain or got caught in the rain, been out for a run.
All right, mate. Yeah, I just got absolutely battered by hailstones, thunder, lightning. It was lovely when I left, nice and sunny and hot. Got up to the top of Point to Point, and I got absolutely battered. Strangely enjoyed it though.
It's a bit far away to get soaked, isn't it? If you're on the way back, like the last couple of K, it's not so bad.
Oh no, I was only halfway up through my run.
Tamping, fuming,
Battered.
tamping, raging. How's it going? Everything all right?
Yes, not bad, mate. Not bad. Yeah. What do we do? A busy weekend-ish.
Yeah, lots of racing this weekend. So let's start.
Loads of racing to get through.
But we'll start with our We Run Wales trail run we done. Nice to see some new faces there and old faces as well.
Yeah.
Mate, let me tell you now, marathon legs are real. I had nothing in me. I was embarrassed. Not embarrassed because I don't really give a shit, but you guys had to wait for me so much. And I was like, but I was going to text you and say, look, just don't stop now. Just keep going. Don't worry about waiting for me. But I've been running with my phone in my hand because it was dragging my shorts down because it was in the back pocket. And as I was running, I'd been pressing the buttons and I looked at my phone and it was locked for an hour. So I couldn't even.
Locked for an hour. Yeah, you couldn't have if you wanted to. We'd been in trouble if something serious had happened to you.
I was ready. I'm ready to die. Don't worry about it. But, hey, lovely trail, lovely run.
Cracking loop.
Lovely views.
Cracking turnout. It was. Real good turnout. Great loop. Nice coffee and bacon roll when we finally got served in base because it was packed forever. But
lovely food in there. Looked lovely. But by then, I'd go there. You'd been served. And my Apple Pay was all locked. I didn't have my cards on me. And my head was gone from the run anyway. So I didn't even have anything in the end. I know I could have asked you to go, but then I couldn't be asked to go back to the queue or whatever. So I just had some free water. But the food looked banging. The cakes, oh my God.
Yeah, I should have probably opted for cake because, ordered a coffee and a roll. Coffee come in about 10 minutes. And I had to wait probably another half hour or more for the roll. So I should have gone with coffee and cake because, the cakes look good.
They were busy, though.
But, good turn-up with Arwell and his gang and OPR there. And, a few of my state people. It was good.
If you haven't done a We Run Wales run, you should go and do them because it's a lovely community. Everyone's really nice. It's nice and... Like I said, they were waiting around for me. No one gets left behind. But, and I've never met anyone as passionate about running as Arwell either. So if you haven't done a We Run Wales run, follow them, jump on with them and get something done with them because it's class. Yeah,
they're a bit different as well, because it's more of obviously a nice, easy pace, social, different trails, different places. They go to some cracking sites they've been to Brecon. They did Sugarloaf not long ago. Yeah. So, they do some cracking, if you haven't been to these places, it's nice to trek around and little jog around and see some different parts of South Wales as well.
Yeah. And if running is for you, Nia runs the wee hike side as well, so you can just go, they do hikes as well.
Yeah.
But if running is not for you, you're probably in the wrong place.
Yeah, you shouldn't be listening to us anyway.
But real races as well. What's been going on the weekend? I didn't think we had anything to talk about. And then you were like, no, this happened.
Loads. Where we started, I was down Mumbles Try. I know it's not running, but it involves running. I was down there Saturday morning. Load of the Wolf Pack and the E3 boys were racing. So, I went down. I didn't go down for the swim because it was stupid early start, 6:45. And like you said.
Measured it right this year, though, didn't they?
Measured it right this year, it looks like. So, I didn't bother going down for the swim because Uzu in the water and apart from Lloyd the Shark Freeman who got a cracking snap of him.
Well, poster, I know, it's fucking brilliant.
That was brilliant, that. So got down there. Obviously the boys out on bikes. As we got there, some of the sprint and Olympic had finished. Lisa Griff had won, or Lisa Dowler now, had won the sprint, I think it was, sprint. One of the Wolfpack teams had won the relay with Clucky and Ollie in.
Yeah.
Don't know who was on the run leg. So seen a couple of them boys, Dean and I had a chat with them and then got out onto the course. Led Jenks, the animal, had just coming in off the bike. He was level with another guy from NFT. I can't remember his name.
I can.
Anyway,
Lloyd Dowling.
Lloyd, that's it. Lloyd, yeah. They went out on the run together and it was game over. within the first turn around and back. But yeah, it was good. But they're supporting it was 4 or 5 of the 3 boys doing it, making their debuts at the half distance as well.
Yeah.
Chris did the Olympic. So yeah, it was good. It was good afternoon, cracking weather. But they were telling me how much they paid. It's non-closed roads, and the run thing was a joke. Obviously, it's a busy day in Mumbles. It was just there's works going on there.
Yeah.
That was
Mad down
done my
there.
head in, like it would have done my head in running that.
Yeah. I don't know, like, there's loads of people doing events, but they've got Mumbles, you've got Swansea, and you've got Ironman 70.3 down there as well. I don't know.
All within a month in it as well, all within a space of a month or so.
Yeah. Madman. But
But
especially
yeah, I enjoyed the sport then.
everyone, yeah, fair play to everyone, but special mention for Jordan Harris. Fucking incredible debut in triathlon.
Yeah, debut. Yeah, 5th overall, 5:14 was it or something?
Yeah,
madness.
I need to take the 3 boys shopping. I told Lloyd Freeman he can't go cutting around. His trainers looked like they were Balenciagas, so we need to take him shoe shopping. And it looked like Jordan had welding glasses on as well. So, I don't know. We need dark glasses, Jordan, if we're going to be
I'm not going to say anything because they smashed it, and obviously our mate and friend of the pod won it, took the tape. Ali Jenks with a 440, I think it was overall.
Yeah.
Absolutely battered it.
The most. I tried to get some unhumble reaction from him, but you know what he's like. He's very, very humble. But he was able to like take his foot off the gas a little bit because he's got 2 big races coming up this year as well with Challenge Roth and New York as well. So that would have been good to not start his recovery at that point, but take a foot off a little bit and take the edge off in there.
Yeah, he did say that as we was chatting to him back and forth on the run. Like he'd got a bit of a gap and sort of cruised the last lap or so. But yeah, it was good morning watching that.
Yeah.
And there was loads of other racing. And
before you move on, we wanted to give out a shout to Sam Lear, didn't we, from Warriors? He came over and said how much he enjoys the pod. So well done, Sam. That was your debut as well.
Yeah, that was his debut as well. I think he did an Olympic, so yeah, he was landed with it and had a chat. And I said, "Is that your first of many?" And he just thought he was misses, and so they both had a laugh. So yeah, cheers Sam for coming over and saying hello.
Yeah,
nice to have met him.
Loads of them. It would normally have been busier, wouldn't it? But a lot of them were down Car 10 as well when they Barrow and Craig and everyone.
Car 10 was on. So we passed all them. Yeah, we passed all them when we was driving down to Mumbles. So we seen a load. Didn't see. There was just so many bikers when different parts.
And everyone had Car 10 kit on. It's very similar to everyone with the same swim cap on. You don't know your arse from your elbow because they've all got the same kit on.
Yeah. There's loads of other running races then all weekend, wasn't it? You had obviously Caerphilly 10K on Sunday. We had a couple of our good mates. Butler took the tape in that, and Bull took the 3rd place to round up the podium.
Jonathan Butler, I messaged him. He promised us, right? John Butler, I hope you're listening. He said he'd come on if he wins Caerphilly, and he won it. I sent him a DM. I said, I'm keen to see what excuses you can come up with now. And he said, I haven't got any left. And
I know.
He hasn't replied since I messaged him.
I've messaged him with the date we've got spare, and he hasn't replied to me yet.
Yeah.
We'll be back on to him after this.
Yeah, absolutely. John Butler, Adam Bull, well done in Caerphilly. Where else? Pompey, Portsmouth. We had a couple of Ogmore Phoenix up there. There were bananas at the finish line.
Yes.
Allison and Freya.
Yeah, both had good runs up there. Looked a hilly course, I think. And yeah, Freya back from her injury with a sub-2, Allison there about. And they had bananas. So well done, Pompey half.
Yeah, absolutely. Vinny and Johnny Reese, they done Bristol.
Yeah.
In Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol half. So Vinny's pretty new to running. He hasn't been doing it long, but his brother Johnny's been doing it for a good while. Does Cardiff half. And but they ran together. I think they've done a 1:45. So that's a hell of an effort.
They Ogmore?
Around Bristol. You are?
Ogmore.
No, just boys from my stake. You know, Chris Reese and Johnny Reese brothers always go to Cardiff.
It's Vinny. Well done, Vin. Bloody hell. I don't know Johnny. I know Vin. Vinny's my age.
Yeah, he done London Landmarks, didn't he, not long ago, and then now he's done Bristol. He's doing Chester Marathon October. So yeah, he's got right into it the last couple of years.
Excellent. On the marathon, Matthew Hot Wings Watkins was out in Geneva. That looked hot as well.
It did, very.
But a great run from him as well.
Yeah. Didn't get what he wanted. I know he set off for 3:15. I think he was on it for a good bit, and then struggled back end, but still PB'd with 3:25. I said to him, can't be too disappointed with a PB anytime, especially marathon. So that was a great run from him. We looked hot, didn't it? I think I've seen a lot of reports that it was hot. So,
but he would have enjoyed a couple of beers after that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, seen his picture of him in his full list group kit with his beer straight away. Top man.
And we're going to get Matthew on Hot Wings on once you're back off holidays, get a little crew runner on, and it should be good value because he's always cracking me up in the comments about posts and stuff. Funny guy, good runner, so it should be a good episode.
It will.
Excellent. And there was Justine was in Leeds as well.
Yeah. Leeds Marathon. I think they did an half and a full this year, the Rob Burrow one, innit? So
I was going to call it money grabbers then, but it's the Rob Burrow one, so I'll allow them to raise as much money as they can for that.
Yeah, it's the Rob Burrow. It's been renamed the Rob Burrow Leeds Marathon, I think. But I think they done an half. I'm sure they done an half as well. I've seen people posting about a half. But yeah, Justine, she seems to just be smashing up marathon after marathon.
Yeah, no.
Like, so she done Leeds. Another good time up there. I didn't see anyone else I know that done either.
Well done to everyone that ran this weekend.
Yeah, big weekend of running I was for a lot of people we know, yeah. And more fast approaching on the horizon, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I need to, like, this week now, I need to sort my shit out because that was humbling on the weekend. It was so painful. It was so horrible. But that incline probably didn't help right at the start.
Yeah, it wasn't the best start. Big drop down to the bottom of the river, then a big rocky incline up to get back on the track.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And first proper week back after marathon, and then this is the week now I need to get into it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I've started. Just hills now.
Let's go.
Well, I say now I'm on fucking holidays. So that's going to be for 10 days.
Yeah. Well, you're out in the mountains anyway. Will you go running on holidays or not?
I'll take some kit. I'll try and squeeze some in early mornings before we go to different places. Yeah,
absolutely. Right, before we get our guest on, I popped a post out earlier to find out people's biggest icks in running. I don't know where that word comes from, but that's what everyone describes things that pisses them off.
Cool kids say it, don't they?
Yeah, so let's have a look at some of these. Tripods for training photos. I'd allow that over selfies. I hate selfies now. We're at the point where I don't know why people are still taking selfies because you've got a camera on either side of your phone. You can prop it up on whatever. You can take better photos than bloody selfies, like.
Yeah, and cheer pose.
Yeah, how much is it affected? Like, it depends. It's gonna, like, you can't. How would you carry a tripod? Like, some are really small, but I don't know.
I mean, like a selfie stick? Is that what they're on about? People are just actually setting up a tripod when you run past, like maybe setting it to film.
I don't know. It's off peely. It could mean anything. Couldn't it?
I think I know who are saying that.
Yeah, I know as well, but I'm not going to say it out loud. No naming any names on this because we've had some names in there as well, but I don't want any trouble after we've already had to go around for Wales. I'm not picking on anyone for a couple of weeks yet.
No.
This was an interesting one. Jackets around the waist. Like, what's the problem with jackets around the waist?
Yeah, that was like, that's mad. I don't. Where are you supposed to put it then? If you start with a jacket because you're out in conditions, it's got to go around your waist. You're not going to keep the fucking thing on, you?
No, and we've got the Nike ones. They pack away into a bag, don't they? But it's quicker for me to just put it around my waist or around my.
Yeah,
this way, like.
Yeah, so I do that. Yeah, depends what's more comfortable, whether it ties tight or not. Yeah, I don't get that one. That's a mad one. That's mad ick.
Yeah, that is quite.
Remember the top tight around two weights.
Yeah. This should come up twice, this one did. Mark Barrow woke up in a rip this morning because he sent quite a few. But this came in twice. People running on the spot when they're waiting to cross a road. And I can feel, I agree with that. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, just chill.
You do that?
No, fucking just stop your watch and chill. I might stretch if like something's feeling a bit tight though.
Yeah.
But no, I don't just... No.
I have fag, I do. I'm only joking, I don't smoke. People, we've spoken about this loads of times, this come up a couple of times, people taking Strava PBs as their actual PBs. We don't agree with it, but again, do whatever the fuck you want, like, just don't lie.
I mean, like, personally, if that's your thing, but like, training runs, that's the distance you run, but if you're in a race, the race time, chip time is your time. not your fucking Strava
It's not
time.
that different anyway. It's not going to be a minute out or anything, is it? Just
Can be in marathons and things, and it depending on GPS. And, but you run the course. That's a measured course. Same as Safa. Safa always comes up short on your watch. It'll come up like 4.97 or something. But no one's moaning the other way then, are they?
No
one goes, shit, I didn't run a 5K. It's measured course.
Yeah. I was thinking about ditching my watch for a bit and just going out running, but then I wouldn't be able to manage the mileage. Because I found a Casio in my drawer the other day, and I thought I wouldn't mind giving that a spin for a bit.
Pre-plan your route, innit? So you know how far you're going to run.
Then I miss out on all the kudos.
Yeah.
Mark Barrow, this is, I don't know if that's Nick. Again. You're more of an ick. Someone walking by while I'm shitting in a bush. You're the ick there, Mark, not the person walking by. Hydration vests for 5K or any road racing. We spoke about that loads of times.
Spoke about that as well, mate.
Yeah. Mark Barrow is Bishy in disguise. Some brands, someone said, I find some of the brands really cheesy. I understand it's fitness, but at least make it a bit cool and edgy. Yeah, some brands are shit, but at the same time, each to their own, and some people don't like Nike.
No. Some of the kit, well, say kit, the pros and again, some of it's mad and pretty cool, but then some of it's bland.
I think it's more like you get it, and like brands like Shein and Boohoo and stuff, and I can agree with like this is getting a bit shit where it just says running club on the back or run department, and it's very high roxy. But like I said, the proper brand, the Nike, the R6, the Pumas, the Adidas, they're knocking out good gear at the moment, aren't they? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's right then.
I just had nothing to add because you were the fashion man on this. You were the fashion over function man.
Yeah, you're funky, but you wear a nice kit as well.
Yeah,
you got decent,
look good. Even if I'm not, I want to look good, even if I'm not good.
Exactly. Speaking of looking good, our vest is looking banging out in the wild.
It is looking very nice.
So, and a couple of people have messaged. So if enough people message and twist my arm, I might get in touch with Dan to see about another run. But we need a couple more people warning them before I do that. People position themselves at the front of a race when they shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I've said about this one before. I've said about this one before.
Yeah, you are.
Especially in like short races, like 5, 10Ks, it's fucking annoying. It happened to me in Puthcall last year, didn't it? It was like I position myself around people were around the same pace as you. You know your runners, your club runners in races like us. You position yourself right, but then within 100 meters, there's people like, fuck, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not gaining anything, it's chipped. And it's, like, well, you just messaged me literally as we come on, didn't you? I don't know if this was, it's probably not their fault, but like the chaos at podium Race to Victory a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Like, or last week, whenever it was. Was it last? No, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Obviously, that look carnage to start. Whether that's people in the wrong places, I don't know, or whether the road's too narrow. But yeah, it does happen and it is annoying. Yeah,
just to switch back to that, I forgot to fill us in on that. Carly Cole and Carly Storm both got in touch. Fishy was right. A guy called Mike fell at the start of Race for Victory, snapped his elbow and still finished in sub-16. Maybe it was too busy, but obviously he was in the right place because he's running sub-16 with a slap.
Sub-16 anyway, with a fucking broken arm, it is like, everyone wants to get out and run well and run fast, but like you can still do that if everyone's positioned right. When you get a chunk of people in the wrong place, that's what fucks it up for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Behind them and the ones further back again.
Yeah,
and yourself, if you're getting swamped, then it's going to feel worse than
rolls downhill.
Starting in the right place and running with people at the right pace, and then probably more than likely catching the odd person back end.
Yeah. Maybe it is these people that don't run in clubs and they don't know what it looks like to run in clubs and they're just rocking up in the start line.
Yeah, maybe. Over ambitious, yeah.
Yeah, got to go pro stuck to their head. Arnold Jenkins is taking shots of me. He said Mizuno running trainers give him the ick, but I'm telling you now, he would buy a pair of them if they had any more than 50% off.
Yeah. Or they were on some fucking, marketplace.
Yeah. If he found a super duper deal on them, he would be wearing them. Ben Keogh's here with arm sleeves. He hates it when I wear arm sleeves. I don't know what the problem with arm sleeves is.
You don't like them. Well, Kipchoge wears them because of the benefit from the percent of like drag.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with
That's
them
why
as
I
well.
wear them. That's exactly.
Exactly.
And they look good in
Exactly
photos. Running vest for the park run. We debated this briefly earlier. You know, you think it's club vest. We'd open his club vest because I'm not about.
Yeah, I imagine that's like not aimed at people wearing a vest.
Otherwise,
like,
yeah.
It's fucking hot. Like, you're allowed to wear a vest. But I can sort of see what you mean. Is he meaning like people take it too serious by wearing club vests?
Maybe. I don't know. But I hope that's what he means, because I'm sure I've seen him wearing one of our vests at a run, so it's quite contradictory. But I don't
it's
think
got to be that.
I need to dig out the shirt, tie, and blazer at any point soon for the next park run. I will be wearing a vest if I can.
I think it's aimed at club vests at park runs. Well,
Tom Mahoney making fun of me as well. Short shorts and a really long vest. But when you've got thighs and quads like me, you've got to make them pop as much as you can. Like,
yeah.
And everyone's like, "Has he got short? Oh, has he got shorts? Oh, wait, look at the size of his quads." They forget they haven't got shorts on. They're just like, "Wow, what a pair of quads." That guy did not pass his driving test for 17 years. Wearing Nike socks and Adidas shoes. Bishy's a massive advocate of this as well. And yeah.
Advocate of it, no Yates as well.
No, advocate of hating it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind. Whatever. It's more yeah. I'd rather if you wear an Adidas shorts and shoes, I'd lay you off. But maybe the socks and the shoes are too close together, aren't they?
What shoes are good on?
Some weird icks as well. People who say warm down instead of cool down. All right. You can warm down because you're still warming in. If you're 25 degrees body temperature and then it comes down to 23, you're warming down.
I call it cool down.
I don't do it.
No, you just stop.
What are those colourful leggings people wear to complain about faster runners at park run? Does that make sense to you?
Say that again?
The colourful leggings people wear to complain about faster runners at park run. I don't know what that is either. Dark. I'm not sure what you're on about. We've got a dude from Canada, the Happy Runner _5.0 has come in with Nike Vomero, Alpha, Vapors, and Zoom Flies, giving him the ick.
That's the ick?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, some cracking shoes,
but he's from Canada, so maybe he doesn't know what it means because he put a fire after it.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's got it all wrong. Icky like scent, that must be his like.
Yeah.
Because there's some cracking shoes there. Everyone's loving the Vomeros, the new ones. And there's some great racing shoes.
My brother bought a pair of Vomero 18s for walking around Disneyland now when he goes, and they're absolutely banging. I'm waiting for the Premium Plus with the air bubbles, I think. But they are going to be 160, 180.
Yeah, the Vomeros are a decent price now, about 150.
120, 130, I think. It's reasonable.
Cheaper, but yeah, you can. Decent.
When people wear carbons only, yeah.
Yeah. That's not good for you either, that ain't. Just wearing carbons all the time. You can have bad calves.
And yeah, Rod Long is in there saying egos, nice and short and sharp from Rod Long. And I was thinking about it because I speak to a lot of people in the DMs, like front end runners, business end runners, right? And they're the nicest people in the world. But the egos are coming through from people who would get smoked by these nice people, like, you know? It's like, all right, you might be faster than me, but you're not faster than
everyone.
Yeah, so shut up and just carry on running. But yeah, there are ego. The more I said to you tonight, the more you dig into this sport, the more it's a lovely community. But I guess that's because you pick the people you surround yourself with in the community as well. But there are egos and there are wankers in the sport as well.
Yeah, and obviously it's getting, you see now the amount of running influencers, running YouTubers, whatever you want to call it, it's just exploded, hasn't it? Because it's gone so popular, and it's a way of, people can make a job out of it, can't they? A lot of people have.
Yeah, but you don't have to be not likeable.
No, you don't have to. But then that's like part of...
Herm has the shortest videos ever. And never in my life have I got to the point where I don't watch Herm's videos anymore. He's always stayed relatable and nice and positive.
Yeah, and exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's just getting smaller.
Yeah.
I miss Alex. You'll have to get him in for a catch-up.
We will.
Let's have a look. Influencers announce. This is off people. Like, I don't send these questions in myself, right? Influencers announcing their pace every mile. Just put your fucking phone down and run.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I spoke to like a good pro runner about this earlier as well, and they were saying, I'm carefully picking my words here so no one can guess who I've been talking to, but they're like, people announcing this is 3.5 minute per K pace, and they were like, that's not what it looks like when I'm running now. You've only running it for 30 seconds, like, to show off that pace.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm running that for X amount of miles, X amount of Ks, it doesn't look like that. Like,
no, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, Kipchoge pace for 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's not what it looks like.
No, not for you, anyway, not for any of us.
When you're running playlist shuffles to a love song mid-run, I don't mind that. You don't listen to music much, do you? But
no,
I found out the hard
I listen to music, just not running.
Yeah, like I would always say, I'd think about making a banging playlist, and I think that would contribute in the early days to me bonking all the time as well, because you're running to subconsciously you're running to the beats per minute as well, you know.
Yeah.
So I try and mix mine up now and slam a bit of like country and ballads or whatever in the middle, because it slows you down a little bit as well subconsciously. So I don't mind that. Names being named that I'm not going to say out loud. This is controversial. Posting a winning park run time that's over 20 minutes.
I got no issue with that. No. It is what it is. You don't win park anyway, you're first finisher. But I've won a few. No, it depends who's there. It don't matter who's there. You're only running or on the day against whoever. It's the same with any race, isn't it?
Posting a winning park run? That's a bit of it.
I'd never put win.
Yeah.
I'd have put like first finisher.
Would you even put that?
Yeah, I think I have done that. Yeah.
What a wanker.
What a dick. Especially when I first done it, because I went, it was to my head in fridge, up my stake. Well, we got
Took
that
you
before,
ages to win that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Finish first, no win. Finish first in that.
Finish first. Someone always fucking just picked me for ages.
Yeah, you had Rowan for years, didn't you?
Rowan for years, and then the odd other fasty turn up. Yeah.
Running and filming yourself, yeah, we've hit on that. Like, or just do it properly. Make better content. I don't want to see the Alan Shearer arm. Like, you can buy the drones. Bishy's got a brilliant drone now that he's been using. The Neo that it.
Footage on holidays, isn't he? We've seen.
Yeah. You've just got to make better content if that's what you want to do. I don't want to see you holding your phone up. I can see all your chins. I can just see the top of your head. It's not the most flattering angle in the world. No. So yeah, if you want to film yourself when you're running, fine, do it. But take it seriously and make better content and use better technology because it's available now. Fucking got me ranting, you know. Didn't expect.
We've gone off on one. You were
left now, and then we'll get our guest on. Right, let's fly through these. You will know this. I don't know this. You might do this. People warming up with A skip and B skips. I know it's effective, but it looks very cringe.
I've done it. Yeah, I do it. Don't do it all the time. I do it. I can't do it well. A skips I'm alright. That B skips I'm alright at it. Chari does it loads. She's class at it. She always got videos up about the warm up properly, and yeah, they are. Well, I just do it because you see people doing it and I'm told that it's good to do, but I don't always do it. I'm shit at that warming up, actually. I need to do better stuff, especially getting older.
Yeah, you do. This one, you might, I don't know if it happens at your end of a race, but playing music out loud on a marathon, piss off with your shit tunes. Do you get that in your end?
I have heard music in races, but not for a long time that I can remember. Can't remember when I last heard someone with music.
Like, I just guess it's all right if they're just zipping past you or you're overtaking them, but if you're caught in that little back with them, I'm like, but I can't listen to any more Aerosmith. Like, you've got to knock that off. Like. Dog shit in Bridgend Road, you know all about that.
Oh, fuck, mate.
And
I hate going down. I very rarely will run down Bottom Road. I always go up through Celtic and Oakwood when I'm going either way, because Bottom Road is just a shit show. One for that. literally, and the drains and the road is just awful. The pavement's awful, so I avoid it most of the time. I will cut through awkward and Celtic, I do.
Excellent. And that's
You're
all
better off getting stoned by the smell through awkward.
Yeah, that would be my option every time. That's about it for the X. So I am going to send out our. Have we got anything else before I send this invite out?
Don't think so, mate. That was a good half hour of
Yeah.
run.
I mean, looking forward to this guest as well.
Yes,
Interesting. Does what he wants on the running scene, really, which we want to do more of, don't we?
He's got some fucking good times as well.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get this invite sent out. We'll have a quick break and then we'll be back. Welcome back. We have been joined by Nathan Cannon. Nath, how are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. We first stumbled across Nathan recently when you booked a week off annual leave to run from your house up to the top of Snowdonia and back, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Now we'll get on to why you're doing stuff like that. Because
what a way to spend a week off.
Yeah. That's not the only crazy challenge you've done, and we'll work our way back towards that now. But how old are you, Nathan?
I'm 27.
All right, cool. So I always check how old people are just so we've got enough to go through from school up to present day. Were you active in school? Were you like sporty in school or naughty in school?
Not at all, no. Not sporty at all.
No? Play anything?
You know what? I didn't really do much at all, apart from be a little shit.
You was the one behind the bike shed sort of thing, is it? Skiving, smoking.
And then I just carried. When did you discover running in?
In lockdown, just like everyone else, really.
It's mad, isn't it? How many people that changed their life or brought them into running or cycling.
That's it.
So you, again, like, mind you, it was 5 years ago now, wasn't it? But you've had massive gains in 5 years then, because your times are fast and stuff like that. But we haven't got much to look at from school up until lockdown, I guess. You didn't do no running at all?
No.
You didn't go back. I haven't gone back to running. You've just started running because Boris Johnson said we were allowed to.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out a bit.
That's all right. So you haven't gone back to running or anything. You've just literally started running because Boris Johnson said that was all right.
4.5. That's it. Yeah, 4.5 years ago. Yeah.
Man, mad. So was that just starting out with you needed to get out of the house, so you thought I'll have a go?
That was it. Yeah, I was doing my head. I think my first run was about a mile, and it took me about 12 minutes.
Now that's mad. What did you do? Just had a pair of trainers on and just thought, right, this to
I had a pair of Nike Air Max on or something. I don't even know what they were. Yeah.
Yes, this is my kind of guy. I done a triathlon in a pair of Nike Air Max 270 before, but you didn't have a clue when. That's like
no, didn't know anything.
So after that first mile, 12-minute miles, you're running out of time because you're only allowed out for half hour, so you've got to get back as well.
Yeah.
What made you go back out the second day? Just because you didn't have anything else to do?
Yeah, wow. And I just wanted to go that little bit further and then that little bit further again. And yeah, it was like I was just like absolutely blowing on every single run, but it done something.
You did sort of get a bug straight away then.
Yeah. But although I signed up to a marathon pretty much straight away. Brighton with a friend of mine, and I done that after probably like 3 months of running.
No way.
And I done it in like what did I do? In fact, I got it as a tattoo somewhere. I tell you, 4 hours and 43 minutes. That's what I done it in.
Fair play. After a couple of months, that's class.
Yeah.
And then completely fell off it for like 6 months. I didn't run.
Do you think that was just because you had the high of the marathon, or did you just hate the day? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I did not enjoy it. Did not enjoy it at all.
He didn't enjoy it.
No, that was my first one as well, and I done it in 6:11, and I was the same. It's like the last 12 miles, I'm like, I'm never doing this again, never doing this again, never doing this again. And then by the time you get home and put your feet up and have a pizza, you're like, do you know what? I think I've got to go back and do that again. But so you didn't like, if it's only a couple of months, you haven't done a proper marathon block or anything. You've just no like
No, I winged it
speed work or
completely. Yeah,
anything. Just keep running
just
a little bit
completely
further every
winged
day.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Brilliant.
Why?
And then I had 6 months off after, and then I was like, no, I'll get back into it. And then what was my I think I've done Brighton Marathon again the next year. Was that my next marathon? Let me look at my tattoos again.
You're gonna run out of room.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I done Brighton again the following year. In what time did I do it in? Hold on, 3:53.
That's a big
Yeah.
jump then.
So big chunk off. Did you train better? Oh, obviously, must have trained better for that one. Did you have a bit
Yeah,
more
I did,
idea?
and then I got the bug. I definitely got the bug after that. Yeah.
So what have you changed between that first marathon block and the second marathon block to take those 50 minutes off? Because that's a lot of time to take off, isn't it?
Just consistency and just running, just more running, isn't it? I suppose I didn't really do any like structured training. No, I wasn't really doing any sessions. I was just going out and running. I didn't know anything about it then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what Mick Fox has always said, though, isn't it? He doesn't bother with often with the sessions and stuff like that. It's just getting out and getting used to running and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it was back then. Now it's a whole lot different.
Yeah.
But back then I didn't know what I was doing.
No, but you've carried on going. So in between them as well, obviously you've got your marathon blocks and stuff like that. But you've built up good 5K times, 10K times, everything as well. But this has all just come from, to coin Mick Fox's phrase, just being like cow shit and being stuck to the road all the time.
Literally, yeah. That's great. Yeah, that was it. And then I really got the bug after that and started training properly. Yeah.
Did you run the set? Did you get proper runners for the marathon, or did you run Brighton, the first one, in Air Max or not?
No, I didn't. I actually got some trainers. They were nothing special. I think they were just some like £60 Adidas cheap things. I don't know what they were, but yeah.
Excellent. But it's getting more expensive now, and so once you've got that bug after the second Brighton, how does that change everything for you as well then?
I completely like changed my whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Everything was just about running. For 6 months I done Brighton again the next year. Well, I done Chelmsford in between. I done that in 3:10, and then I done Brighton again the following year, and I done 6 months, like a 6-month build. I didn't drink any alcohol. My diet was spot on, everything. I got down to like probably a bit too light, like 61 kilo I was. So I was light, really light. And I ran well there, really well. And I've not ran that quick ever since, and that was in 2023, April. Yeah.
That's what we spoke about a lot, though, is when you're slower, your times come down so fast. But now, like, Nikki's the business end. Nikki just done London in 2:55, and you're fighting for seconds.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it is. It's hard, isn't it? Like you say, like you'll see, especially newbie, like big jumps can happen massively. Then, like you say, you dial the diet in, you drink. I'm the same. I do it months before a marathon. I stop drinking and I'll have very little and try and get diet better. And that's the little games you got to do, innit? That's the fine margins, and then it is hard.
That's it, yeah.
You ran 2:46.
I mean, my diet is nothing like that now. It's horrific. My diet is so bad.
Yeah, but for running from fucking Bunbury to top of snow, you need to eat fucking a cow a day.
Yeah.
Oh, I ate some food that week, I tell you.
Absolutely. How did that come about? Because I was looking through your Insta, you've done quite a couple of different. You fell out of love with running as well, didn't you? By the looks of it.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, because I plateaued for so long.
Is that just banging against that wall, chasing down that time again, and not getting there?
It was. I went to Kenya on some like training camp thing.
Yeah.
How was that?
And it was absolutely incredible. Yeah, I loved every minute of it. Although I trained too hard out there and just completely blew myself to bits. Came back and then fell off the wagon massively. I was only there for 2 weeks, and first week I think I'd done an 85-mile week, and the second was a 95. And it's just hills everywhere, the altitude, everything. I just blew myself to bits. And then fell off the wagon completely just before London Marathon and cocked it up. After all that, but yeah, that's when I fell off. That's when I fell off big time. Yeah.
When was that?
So that was London last year.
Last year. And did you run London last year, or did you just?
I ran it. Yeah, I ran it. I was well, I hadn't really ran much between the start of. Well, I had the start of March is when I went to Kenya, and then obviously April is the marathon, and I wasn't running much at all. I've probably done like 30 mile a week, and then still went to go try and run 2:39.
This is my kind of guy. This is how I behave.
Yeah, ambition is critical. I've said it all the time.
So I went out. I got to the 30k mark, and I think I was on track for like 2:42. And I was buzzing with that, but I knew it weren't going to last long. And then I managed to lose like 11 minutes in the last 12k.
Yeah. When it starts getting hard, it gets hard.
Yeah, I was pretty much walking.
When you finish that as well, and it's like, it's hard to say this without sounding like you're being rude or whatever, but people will still say, "Oh, at least you done it," or "Well done on your time," and stuff like that. And it's almost hard for you to like be pissed off with it because people are just feeding it down your throat. Well done, well done, well done. Did you feel like that?
Yeah. I mean, it was just great running London. To be fair, it's an experience, isn't it? But yeah, I was beating myself up for probably for the rest of the day. Then afterwards, I was like, fuck it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people do get bogged down though at times. We all do, don't we? We all like.
Yeah, even I do, and I'm slow when I get bogged down with them as well.
Yeah, you're used to it, guy. Even like you say, it's like everyone does. It's hard. Some people get too hard on yourself, but
I found that
I still want times. There's still things I think I can, get quicker. So it's one of them things you just got to try and, like you say, let it simmer for a day, and then either flick the switch and go again. But it is hard, baby.
I find that after I've done quite a few ultras now, after an ultra, it's really bad, like depression, like it's so bad because you're on such a high for so long. You're out running for say 9-10 hours. You're on such a high, and then you finish, and you're like, "Oh, what now?"
So it's
bad then.
Yeah, that's similar to they say after Ironman as well, don't they? They say we had one of our mates, George, on right at the start, and he said he had a massive depression after Ironman because you've worked so hard, the training is so hard, the day is so long and emotional, and it's just an empty space after it.
Mm. Yeah, it was quite bad after that Snowdon trip that I'd done. To be fair, I had a week where I was just like, as soon as I finished, to be honest, I was like, well, as soon as all my family were waiting where I finished, and I got there, I was like, what do I do now? I just ran for a whole week, and you've clapped, and I'm going home. I did.
Yeah, because there's no like victory parade or anything. You're just Nathan again.
That's it.
But like, so if you
no medals,
no, I didn't even get a medal. No.
So you started in lockdown. There's a lot of talk about marathons. I don't know how you've squeezed so much into the last 5 years because
mad.
I've done quite a bit. Yeah,
it must have changed your life massively running without sounding like
massively. Yeah. Well, I wasn't really a drinker before running, but at the weekend I'd go out every weekend pretty much with my friends, and that was my idea of socialising. And that don't happen at all now.
Yeah.
Now I've got kids and that now, but yeah. It changed me in that sense.
But you've done all these marathons, there's trail running and stuff. You'll just take on anything, Nathan, will you?
Yeah, I don't know whether I've got ADHD or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. When I say wrong, that sounds horrible. It's not bad, but
no.
I get so bored of I was trying to break 16 minutes for 5k. And it weren't happening, so I was like, I'll just run Snowdon 350 miles. That's like complete opposite end of the scale. But just switch up all the time.
Yeah, and what I like about it is you haven't got the biggest social media following in the world or anything. It doesn't seem like you're doing anything for clout or anything like that. You've just gone, I need to do something to love the sport again, or I'm back on benders every weekend.
Well, hopefully not. Yeah. But yeah, it was like that. Yeah.
How did you settle on that? How did you plan it all out? how long does something like that take to figure out? Because you've got the logistics of you need to be by shops, you need to have a bed.
I absolutely winged it. I used Google
Yeah.
Maps on my phone. I went on Google Maps the day that I was leaving. I had an Airbnb booked. I went on Google Maps. I clicked walk, and I just followed my phone.
Follow it.
I just hoping and praying I was going to see a shop. Which, to be fair, there was quite a few about. So it was all
On
right.
the
No
way.
fucking toilets anywhere though. That was the worst part.
No, public
Not a
toilets are a
nature
thing of the
fucking-
past, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't fucking have them
that-
anymore. And no one will let you in their shop to fucking use a toilet.
No. I had that in London. Went up to London the other day, and I got stuck in traffic with my little boy, and I said, I've got to have a pee. So I pulled over. There was a sports centre. Pulled over. I went to go in. I said, can I use the toilet? No. What do you mean no? I need to have a pee. They said, try the library across the road. Luckily, the library let me in, but otherwise, it would have been like Big Daddy just peeing on the side of the building.
Yeah, peeing on the wall.
But so did you you got to the first Airbnb and then you'd book your next one?
Well, no, I had them all booked before I left.
You knew each day how far you'd be going.
So there's a bit of
And I went one way and then came back the exact same way, so I stayed in the same ones.
Same ones.
Did they know what you were
Yeah.
doing? Or are they like, why are you back 3 days later?
They didn't care. They did not
No.
care at all. To be honest with you, I'm quite glad they didn't care, because the last thing I want to do is have a conversation
Yeah.
with someone after running 50
Yeah.
miles. Just
Yeah,
get in, have a shower, and just stuff
get
my
your
face.
head up.
Yeah. So why did you pick that?
About 18 months ago, I ran to Cardiff.
Yeah.
You know Hardline's coffee shop, do you?
Yeah,
Ever heard of
yeah.
it, if you're a coffee
Yeah, yeah.
fan? I was using their coffee beans, and I was sat eating me breakfast, and I was reading about the coffee beans on the back, and I was like, oh, it's in Cardiff, I could run there. And so that came about like that. And then I ran there, and then didn't do any more ultra stuff for 18 months. And then because I really enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I was struggling with the break in the 16-minute 5K. So I was like, what can I do? What did I really enjoy? What was my most enjoyable run? And that was probably my most enjoyable run. So I was like, I'll do something similar, but up it. So yeah, I went over double the distance.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the highest mountain near to you.
That wasn't the hardest day either.
Not fucking
Jesus.
near.
No.
That was not the hardest day going up Snowdon.
No?
No way. So the day before and the day after the Snowdon summit, I don't know where on earth I was, but it was taking me over some marshland or something. I don't know what it was, but it was a 42-mile day. It was so warm as well. And I climbed 8,000 foot of elevation, pretty much all off road.
Oh my God.
And yeah, blew me to bits.
That sounds fun.
But that was the hardest day. Yeah, that would have been the third and fifth day. Yeah.
But you've done this all, I know Connor joined you for a stretch, didn't he, around about Wrexham?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, done
But
10 mile with me. Yeah,
You haven't there's no support vehicle or anything. It's just you and
just me and my
Yeah.
Solomon pack.
yeah, we make fun of water packs and stuff, but I'll allow it for this trip. That's fine. You can.
Yeah, well, hang on. We make fun of it. People racing them for 5 and 10 days. Not fucking. If you're out there for fucking hours.
But you were shifting too, Nath.
Hey,
You were shifting too.
probably a little bit too quick, to be fair. Yeah, the first day was a 50-mile day. It was pretty flat, and obviously fresh legs. But I think I averaged a 9-minute mile.
Yeah.
And then it got a bit slower. And the last day, I just absolutely emptied the tank. I couldn't have ran another mile if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I was, yes. It was, to be fair, it was only the last 10 miles where I really started struggling. But maybe that was in my head. I don't know. But yeah, I put my foot down on that. I was 40 mile in, and I was ticking off 7-minute miles. I was like, what am I doing? I've ran 350 miles.
Class.
Did you have
But I just
music and
wanted to
stuff
get
as
back.
well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had my music, and I was calling me mum and my dad and everything, just trying to talk to whoever, really take my mind off the pain, because it did get pretty painful.
I bet it did.
No, I was going to say, yeah. Because it's all well and good looking good on a 30-second Instagram clip, innit, from the day saying, mile 14, yeah, let's go. But the rest of that is that must be, it's dark as well, Nath, is it?
Yeah, I had some pretty dark moments. And to be fair, there was probably only 2 or 3. One of them was what day was it? Maybe the 5th day actually, which was that really hilly day. And I come off the marshland and I still had 15 miles to go, and I was like, I can't do this. And that was the first time I said I'm not going to be able to do this. But I walked a bit and called my dad, and just cracked on with it and got it done. But yeah, to be fair, I didn't really have too many dark moments.
That's crazy. And then, like you said, to the naked eye, it's all for nothing because you rock up in that car park, everyone says, well done, Nath, and then, well, you're back to work the next day, you know?
Wow, I had one day off.
Yeah. But did it work? Do you love running again?
Sorry?
Did it work? Do you love running again?
I love it, yeah. And I'm running quite a lot at the moment, to be fair. Yeah, I do love it.
Yeah. So what's the plan now going forward? We're still chasing our sub 16?
No, I'm sticking to the trails.
Yeah. I know you've got love trails.
I got
not
Race
love
to the
trails.
Stones.
Race to the Stones is next, is it?
Yeah, I might do there's a trail half marathon at the end of the month, quite local to me. I might give that a go. Hilly, styles, gates, like all the fun stuff. So I might give that a go.
Yeah. You prefer that to run to
and
roads?
then Race to the Stones. That's my A goal for the year. Race to the Stones. I want a podium there, hopefully.
Yeah. I hope you do.
Just need to clean up my diet. That's
July. July, yeah. I think one of the guys from Pascal did it last year. I'm sure
Tammy
he did.
done it last year too, didn't she?
Oh yeah, Tammy did. Of course she did.
I think she did. That's right. It's 2 distances, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do 50k one day, 50k the next, or you can do the full.
You can do it all.
I imagine you're doing it all, Nath.
You can say no need to ask what you're doing.
But hopefully, unless I DNF.
Is that camping out the night as well?
Well,
I'm just going to travel down on the day, run it in hopefully close to 8 hours, and then have some dinner and go home.
Go on. Smash out 62 miles odd.
I'm
back home.
It's trail running is mad, isn't it? Are you more trail? You are
bloody hard work.
It is. It's totally different sport. Like
it really is. Yeah. Like I've done a 3-hour run on the trails earlier with like 2,000 something foot of elevation, and I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. But if I was to do, I could do 6 hours on the road and be okay. But that's killed me off.
Yeah. Do you reckon that helped for the trip to Snowdonia? A lot of it's going to be roads, so you find the road a bit easier because you're used to the trails.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, my heart rate was pretty high today. It was like 150 average, but if I was to run that pace on the road, it'd probably be 130. So it's
it's all relevant. Yeah.
I love how like before lockdown, you weren't running, but now like everything's on point and you've learnt everything and you've dived right in. I always struggle with dived or dove, but dived right in. Heart rate. Like, do you dive a lot into the data and everything as well? Then you become obsessed with that.
I try not to because I get too like caught up with it all. And I mean, I look at my heart rate and whatnot, but I won't go into like all the other stuff like cadence and all that.
No.
Nah.
Like for trail, like I doubt Jim Walmsley and fucking Killian are looking at heart rate, do they? It's just just racing. And I suppose you're saying you want to
it's bloody low.
yeah, when it's low, it's great. But no, like if you all go into the race the stones and you're looking to podium, you're just at the race. You know, it's like whatever.
I'm just going to have my watch on. I'm going to have my watch on the time like this. And that is it, and just run to feel. Yeah,
because like if you want a podium, you've got to race whoever's around you and in front of you. You've got to stick with them no matter what they're doing. You know.
I mean, obviously, I'll see if someone's going out like an absolute rocket. I won't go with them. But if they're not, I'm going to just try and stick behind whoever's up the front and just judge how I feel, I suppose.
Brilliant.
That is class. So what about these 5Ks and time K and marathon, unfinished business and stuff like that? You're still young, Nath, right? So I mean, I'm
I
imagining
would like to do another
going
marathon.
back. Why didn't you
I would like to do one.
kill two birds with one stone and get up Snowdonia and do that this year with Nikki? Sold out now, isn't it?
Sold out, that is. Fuck me, you can't get in that. They're ready. Not the trail one, the road one I'm doing. I'm not doing the trail one.
Oh, right.
The normal road one. That's hard enough.
Yeah, I've looked at the times that the people run on that Snowdonia marathon, the trail one, and it's like you'd think it was just a flat road.
I know, it's mad.
It's crazy.
It is.
But I think I will do another marathon, maybe in October when I've got races stones out the way and recovered a bit. I might do Abingdon. It's close to home, so
well, yeah, that's
pretty
the
flat.
Welsh and English Masters race this year. So
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I was in the team last year for the Chester one. They moved it to Abingdon this year.
Nice. Yeah, so I might give that a go, but we'll see how I feel.
Yeah,
closer to the time.
Do you do any of the local park runs and stuff like that then, or do you just like vanishing into the trail?
I used to do park runs quite a lot, to be fair. I like a park run. It's good social, isn't it? But
it is. Yeah.
I work Saturday mornings now, so I can't.
Nah.
But I do like them.
Fucking work gets away with everything.
I know. Working kids spoil everything, like, don't they?
Oh.
Mad though, absolutely mad. Your journey's incredible, and I can't believe it's only 5. Because like, you look like you know what you're doing as well, like, you know, and it's testament to how much you've dived into
I
it.
act like it.
Uh-huh.
I act like I know.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We only see little tiny small snippets of it, don't we? So podiuming is the main goal now in Race for Stones, and then any plans for the future, or do you just take
Yeah, I haven't planned it yet, but I want the FKT on the Pembrokeshire coastline. That's something I want to do. Stands at 2 days, 2 days and 3 hours, I think, something like that.
Is that the full? That's the full Welsh coastal path, is it?
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of YouTube videos of it recently. They popped up on my feed.
That's where I got the idea from. I was watching a YouTube video. Yeah,
funny.
So I might give that a crack, but I will have to have a support crew for that.
Yeah, you have.
Give us a shout. We're just round the corner.
Yeah. We join you for that. Definitely, I'd come and run some of that with you.
I'll just.
Yeah, it'd be very slow.
Hey, fucking hard going that coastline is.
I ran some of it the other day, and it was the biggest mistake I made in marathon training. Remember that? Oh my god!
You went on an easy bit on the mumbles.
I know. I'm not hills. Like, we are two different beasts when it comes to. I don't like going upstairs to bed. But it's quite exciting.
Sleep on the sofa.
I'm glad you found your love back for running. I hope to God that you do podium in Race of Stones as well, and get down to Pembrokeshire and take that as well. But you've got so much running left in front of you. What you like a swimming?
I don't want to do too much. I need to take it a bit steadier because I've been doing quite a lot this year already.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll happen again, won't it? You'll fall out in love with it again, and then
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Suddenly, this guy called Nathan is trying to run to the moon to find his love back. You know, so you've got to manage it as well, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Happy days. Very good.
Although I do want to get back to 100-mile weeks, so I'll do that first.
In the trails as well, though. 100 miles in the trails a week, is it? Or do you do much of the road?
Well, I do go out on the road. Like tomorrow, I've got a threshold session, so I'll do that. I'll do that on the road.
Yeah. Because like 100 miles in the hills, that's equivalent to a lot more out on the roads, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I work in time on feet now. Now I'm doing trail running because I could do a 3-hour run in the trails, and it could be, if it's really hilly, it could be 16 miles. Yeah. But then if I do 3 hours on the road, I could do 22 or something.
Yeah, it's totally different, as you say.
Yeah.
So I don't really work in miles too much now, but I work in time on feet. Yeah.
So need to know progressively now, when we're doing our run from home into Wales, did the people get progressively nicer as you got into Wales, the deeper you got into Wales?
I couldn't really understand many people.
Especially that far.
I'm struggling now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what about us now? We're south, we haven't really got a Welsh accent.
No, we're a breeze compared to up there, so fair play. But
It was quite cool, to be fair. Like, I passed through different places, say morning to someone, and they'd have a different accent to someone 2 hours down
hours ago.
the line.
Crazy,
it's
yeah.
mad.
quite
Yeah,
cool.
we like you'll go from town to town round here, and then it's just everyone's completely different accent,
Yeah.
and it's massive different as well. It was nice a corner to get into because you bumped into corner the other day, didn't you? In Race for Victory, but he just reached out and said he'd tag along for a couple. Is it?
So he knew I was doing it. And then he see where I finished on my Strava, and he was like, "Mate, you just finished." Because I'd never met him before.
Yeah.
Just spoke to him on Instagram. And he was like, "No, if you just finished your run 400 meters away from where I work," I was like, "Well, I'm coming back the same way. You can join me. You can drag me along." And he did. He met me at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning, and then ran 10 mile with me before we went to park run. Yeah, which was great.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it helped out a lot.
And he's doing really well at the moment, Corner. Fair play.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely smashing
faster. There we are.
Absolutely smashing it.
Happy days. Nick, do we have anything else to wrap it up with before we go on to... Nick, you've got some questions prepared for you before we let you go, Nath, obviously.
All right.
No, just dive into these, or do you want to have a break?
Should we just dive straight into them?
Yeah. Dive straight into them, is it? So it's just a couple of favourites, Nath. So first off, your favourite race?
My favourite race so far, the lap around Lake Windermere. You heard of it?
Oh, I have heard of it, yes.
Yeah, 47 miles, a full lap of Lake Windermere.
I have heard of it.
Again, I did not know what I signed up for whatsoever. I just see it as a lap of a lake, not realising there's like 10,000 foot of elevation.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got stupid elevation.
And that was my first ultra race as well. But yeah, that was definitely my favourite race. It's beautiful route, yeah.
Fair play. That's class. Favourite shoe?
Definitely not Alpha Flies. Bloody hate them. I don't really know. Road shoe or trail shoe?
Trail shoe. If you were more of a trail man now, chuck a trail shoe at us.
Saucony Edge trail shoes. They're probably my favourite. They're a carbon plated trail shoe, but whether the carbon plate actually does anything, I don't know. But they're a decent shoe.
What did you wear for Did you take one pair of shoes for your run to Snowdonia and back?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was gonna bungee cord another pair to my back, and I ran about 3 miles and ditched them in the bush. They were just jumping about all over the place.
You pick them up on the way back?
Oh, I didn't even bother looking. I was in the pain cave.
Brilliant. Nice. Favourite distance?
To be honest, I think a 10K. I nail them. I nail them every time. And I don't know how, but that's probably my favourite distance.
No, I think you've got so much unfinished business on the road, like.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I done a relay. I done Milton Keynes Marathon relay with some friends on last Monday, and
Uh,
he just does everything he can. Like, no wonder you get bored.
They asked me, and I would have felt bad if I said no. But we won. We won it.
That's all right, then.
Happy days.
And that I think that was 11K, and again that went perfectly, even after all my ultra stuff. So that was good.
Class. So for your ultras and things, what's your favourite nutrition? Do you use like a gels, bars, normal food? What would you?
Yeah, hot cross buns.
Proper food. Proper food.
Honestly, when I'm out running on the trails for like hours, I just eat whatever I fancy. Really, I take a bit of a selection of anything. But yeah, cheese and Marmite in hot cross buns, pretty good.
I'm going to the trails.
But gels, I use Science in Sport better gels or whatever that Beta better.
Brilliant, love it. And last one, what's your bucket list race?
Oh, I don't really know.
No,
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I would like to do a 100-miler in the next couple of years. Maybe the Arc, maybe. You heard of that one? Arc for Tricia?
Yeah. Nice. Good ones, huh?
Yeah. But like I said, I want to see you on the road, Dan. I want to see you. Because I think you've just got some mad 10K, 5K marathon times and you an half marathon as well. But before we let you go, we ask all our guests to add a song to the playlist. So that one song you've got when you're out gets you pumped or whatever. Anything spring to mind?
Right. One that I listen to when I'm running if I need a pick me up.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you put me on the spot.
I know. I meant to text you and tell you about these questions, but I forgot.
I don't know. I like a bit of Simply Red, to be honest.
Hey, I'll do what that haven't been added yet.
Any Simply Red song will do. Fairground, there you go.
There you go.
Absolute legend. And
That's out of
this is a tricky one as well, but who will play Nathan Cannon in a movie of his running life? It doesn't have to look like you or anything. You could just pick any actor you want to play you in a movie of your life.
Oh, wow. To be honest, I don't really know many actors. I don't watch films. I don't get time. I run too much. Yeah, I haven't got an answer for that, to be honest.
No, we could have like a young Ed Norton from the guy from Fight Club. That's not Brad Pitt.
Wouldn't even know who that is.
No. Good actor. Some good
I didn't send you that question. Otherwise, you would have been like, I'm not answering. I'm not coming on.
I'm not coming on.
Legend. I absolutely loved that. Zero structure to the conversation. Again, because there's zero structure to how you book races or anything like that. But
literally.
I hope you have everything that you wish for this year. And I'm glad you fell back in love with running. But I look forward to the day and seeing you back on the roads as well and putting up some trees on the road, I guess, as well. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you.
That's fine. Nick, anything?
No, Nath, cheers, mate, for that. That was real good fun hours. And best of luck at Race of Stones. I'll be keeping an eye on you, tracking you, and we'll see where you go from there. And
spot on.
Cheers again for coming on.
Thanks very much.
I'm off on holidays on Thursday, so we're not here next week, are we?
We're not.
Are you running there, are you?
No, I'm not running there, mate. I am going on a road trip in the Balkans. I might do some running, and it should be some good scenery. Nice. So, yeah, that's it for us for another week. We're not here next week, but thanks to Nathan, and we will see you on a start line somewhere soon.